Good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. I had so much fun last Monday going through the NBA stuff. We got 3 guests on the stream, and I thought we've just got to do that again. And this week, it's match day 6. Europa League, Champions League, Europa Conference League. It's all wrapping up. Teams are getting qualified. Teams are getting kicked out. Some people are probably going to give up and rotate like mad. Some teams are going to get absolutely spanked this game week. And I thought, for me, go across the length and breadth for European football. I need some people that know some things about cards, that know some things about onions, that know some things about players. And I went and I found the 3 best people I could get my hands on. The first 3 people I could think of across rares, super rares, limiteds, all the good stuff to come in and talk with us. And I'm now digressing because I've lost the page where I'm hiding them all. There, I've got them. I've got Josh, Harry, and Alex. Thanks a lot for joining us, guys.
Good evening, all.
And we've got a bunch of these here live. We fist bumps to everyone on arrival as well. And yeah, sorry, that elongated part of the intro there has just totally knocked me off balance. but yeah, guys, thanks a lot for joining me. I guess I'll go around the room and just see how you've been doing over the weekend or whatever, because we're coming to the end of a game week. Alex, I guess I'll start with you, buddy, since we're still trying to work out on the lag, if you're doing okay with us. I'm not sure if you're frozen, actually. Is Alex frozen?
He does look very frozen.
Well, we all do it.
Is he alive?
Right, I'll go with you.
Alex,
Harry boy, do you have anything running this game week?
Go on, Age.
To be fair, mate, I'm pleased to say that I actually do somehow. I have a tier 2 and a tier 3 on the way, basically, which is, yeah, for a little old gallery like mine in terms of how many like actual lineups I put out, it's quite a bit of an accomplishment for me, I think. But yeah, I'm 65th right now in under 23 rare pro.
Nice.
So I'm 3 out. Well, basically I'm 1.95 points away from getting nothing. And then I'm 134th in under 23 rare, which is nice to see some nice green scores for once across the board. And yeah, there's been a few DMPs that have killed me along the way. But other than that, mate, no, I'm doing well. And yeah, just excited to open some rewards tomorrow.
Listen, well, as soon as you said 65th there, I was like, oh man, that is right at the back end of the prize pool, so squeaky bum time, Harry. Hope that flies in. Alex, since we've got you back, buddy, how you been doing this game week? You rocking? We're pulling anything?
I think I've got ETH and a tier 2 and a tier 3 limited, but it's not been great. I got overconfident in Benzema's return. I thought he was a great price. Everyone was reporting he was playing, and then post deadline he wasn't playing, so he killed 2 teams because I was that confident. I was like, yeah, this guy's such a good price for the World Cup and stuff. And he would kill the mega teams, obviously, because he had such a good fixture. And then some other DMP stuff, like Bono from Sevilla wasn't in goal. He was a risk, so that's all right. And then Shemani just like pulled up in the warm-up or something. He killed another one. Yeah, he didn't play at all. I think there was one more, but yeah, not great, but not the worst ever.
You're very slowly becoming Mr. Real Madrid, Alex.
I know, yeah.
You've always got the latest. That's what I was thinking. But that too many, bite you've got. You're always like knowing. Every time I hear you talking about Real Madrid, I'm like, I know Alex has definitely got the sniff of that.
Yeah, is it because I think we're going to get pumped on Wednesday? maybe.
Maybe, probably. Let's hope not.
No, I think they're a great stack. Obviously, like champions of Europe, and I love their like young players coming through, and the rotation patterns are pretty predictable. Like Modric doesn't play every game because he's getting on, but he plays the big games, kind of thing. Same for Cruz. So yeah, good team to have.
And Joshy boy, what about yourself? We're pulling any prizes this SO5 game week for you?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got the higher threshold in All-Star Rare, and then a tier 3 in Challenger at Rare. Malcolm not being able to get on the score sheet for Zenit has shafted me out of a tier 2 because I captained him. I'm 0.86 points off a T2 currently, so getting like the highest T3 spot, I think. Also, Carter Vickers like not knowing what to do with Joel Newell at the weekend was not much fun for me to watch, but he managed to grab his score back to respectability after being bullied for like the first 15 minutes. And then I'm finishing 9th in Challenger at Rare Pro, so a nice T0 coming in.
Nice.
So yeah, that'd be lovely.
Sounds pretty decent. I'm unfortunately just to round off this kind of what's happened over the weekend. I'm not anywhere near anything at all. That team, Harry, I showed you before we built the underdog rookie team. It was actually not too far away. They all broke over 50 points, give or take, except for that boy Gavi. I'm just looking at that now. But I had heartache and heartbreak all over my teams this game week. Giacomakis missing a penalty, Maeda DNPing. I didn't play Kyogo, so I didn't think he would have been starting. I didn't play Taylor because I thought that was just jailbait. I thought maybe Bernabe plays, and I thought I've got other guys who are safer. I'll just play them instead. So I've just, my game week was just a Doug's dinner, basically. It was just an absolute riot. I could still maybe, like, if Carl's Elena or Enes Unal, who are both playing tonight, they're in separate teams, but if either one of them can get an additional 20 points from where we're at now, then I can be getting some prizes in underdog or specialist super rare, but it'll be the very back end of the pool. So I might walk away with something, otherwise just a wee bit of ETH, but otherwise heartbreak and heartache for me.
I got some in plays as well. La Liga 2, the Jorge de Frutas of Levante has got to pop off, and then I also covered both sides of the pitch. So I'm covering for the thresholds, who's actually doing better, which I don't need. Show you well when you don't know his name, isn't it? Gio Zafani. So yeah, he's a reward which is just popping off. So take him on.
Is that guy for Sporting Gijón?
Yeah, it is.
I bought him.
Sure, yeah, he's a good price.
I've got like three of their midfielders. I don't know how it's happened to me, but I ended up because I bought two of them. Right, sorry guys, this is a small tangent, right? But I bought I bought Gregera, right? And again, anyone's not heard me talk about this guy. This guy Gregera plays for Sporting Gijón, right? And he is a current Spain under-21 international, like gets called into the team and stuff, which is kind of cool. So I picked him up. He's not that great, but it's a profile, isn't it? And then I ended up getting another guy, Pedro Diaz, because I thought he was the main midfielder in the team. And then after I'd played them both for 2 game weeks and they both DNP'd on me, I was in, no, it's this guy, Gio Sarfino, that I should have bloody bought in the first place. So I've ended up
I'm looking at the names here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the names, I'm like, I can't find these guys. Is he talking like first names or something? They're just not starting.
They just don't start,
Nice.
So that's how I ended up with 3 of them. But yeah, interesting the rabbit holes you go down on the second division as well. La Liga Segunda's not really that hard, I don't think. Once you scratch around a wee bit, there's a few wee guys like, oh, that guy, I bought a guy. And again, I'm not going to go into Division 2 for too long. We're here to talk about Champions League and all that good stuff tonight. But I got a defender who just signed into the Segunda Division from Boca Juniors. Some guy called Izquierdos. He's like a pure power hitter. He's like Carter Vickers of a defender. Kind of thing. I'm like, there's guys like this in this division, and there's many more, So anyway, yeah. Some second divisions on tonight as well. We'll definitely have a wee peek at Alex's scores then as we're going through with that, if you've still got something running. And probably the last thing I'll say on in play, right, since that's the way we phrased it. The guys in the chat, fist bump to all of you. There's too many of you to name. There's a great turnout for you all tonight, nice and sharp. But you are all celebrating, as were you guys when you come in with me tonight. Mikey Johnson has scored for Victoria Guimaraes in the opening 15-20 minutes. And guys, I can share with all you guys. Tony was messaging me right rapid. Tony is 12 points off the podium in underdog rare with Mikey Johnson. So any more DAs, or if Mikey Johnson can go on a nice wee run and beat some guys in a dribble or something, then Tony Boy could be pulling out a star rare for Mikey Johnson's and underdog cards again after winning that super dog a few weeks ago. So we'll all be cheering on Mikey Johnson tonight as well, I'm sure, which is a good buzz. Denny, you guys have a Mikey Johnson?
I don't, but it makes up for Tony Watt's red card at the weekend.
well, let me say this, right? See, as soon as it happened, you've probably all seen, like, I don't know if you've seen all this, right? But as soon as it happened, there was a replay going around on Twitter, and like Tony's obviously like pulling out of it, but the way the replay looks, it looks like he didn't even touch him, and everyone was like jumping on it saying, "Oh, that's a horrible red card" and all the rest of it. I seen one like yesterday morning, and it was like from a different angle, and like Tony's obviously he is pulling out of it, but he does catch him. And when you see it full speed, it does look a red, man. Like, but when you see it slow down, I don't think it really hurt the guy as much or whatever. But it's a red card, position of contact and all that's halfway up the leg into it and all that. But what did you think of it when you seen it or you heard about it?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Oh, right. Somebody find it and send it to Josh. Any one of those angles.
I saw that one.
I'm watching it now. Oh,
I saw that one angle,
horrendous.
And I was like, "There's just nothing there, no contact."
It's a cricket bat touch,
yeah.
Josh. It's come off his David Shinola, and he's just like, it's looked like he's tried to stamp on him. He hasn't really touched him.
He's meant to kick the ball, and then he's like pulling his foot out.
Oh, yeah, it's naughty, but I don't know. He didn't really touch him, but
he's
the
pulling out of
intent
it.
is a red card, isn't it? Yeah, it's the intent. He's gone into like stamp, if that makes sense, and pulled out.
I don't think I can.
know.
I can't find it.
Oh,
I'll send it to you now, Josh.
okay. Anyway. So
I think the funniest thing was he was selling his super rare like this week or the week before. He knew it was coming.
Of course, yeah. I've got a super rare as well. He won't be playing Celtic next week. I guess we know that now as well. So
Good SO5 game to miss, Quinny.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Tactical, very tactical.
Yeah.
But yeah, so coming into the midweek, we were all kind of scratching our heads around some of the big teams already in terms of who to pick for our lineups and whatever as well. Normally when we do these streams, normally it's just me and Harry, so I'm still trying to get accustomed to knocking the bat between the four of us. But normally we'll just go through the fixtures, we'll go through Champions League, we'll talk about the teams, all the rest of it, maybe dive into some play sharper and do that kind of stuff. That's kind of how I would want to go through this with you guys as well. And I think particularly because we are at match day 6 of the Champions League, it's a good opportunity to kind of look at some of these teams and what they offer for like the rest of the season, how they're doing, are they underperformed, overperformed, anything like that. Because I think when we look at a lot of these teams, especially on Sorare, it's not really until nowish is when like this season's opinions can really be formed about people in terms of like, are they having a good season? Are they a fit for that transfer? Whatever. So I just think it's, match day 6 is always a great time to kind of take a wee step or two back and just see how everyone's doing and how everyone's looking. So does that sound fun to you guys?
Yep. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Now, as Harry did say before we come on, I do need to sort out another page. I think it's going to be easy. I've got it sorted quite easy, I think, but I've lost Alex, so I'll just need to find you. You'll be hiding behind somebody else. And there you are, I think. Boom. There we go. We've got Alex. There we go. Everything's hunky-dory. Right, okay, sorted. Magic. Now, so Bunchy's here in the live chat. What I want you to do, of course, is keep us up to date with Mikey Johnson, how he's getting on, as well as we're going through and having a look at fixtures, prize pools, obviously your take on this for the game week, because with it being a midweek, so many people will just, and again, it's not through really design, Josh, me and you are very much in this position, I'm sure that the other guys are to some extent as well, is that we've not got 40 teams to play midweek. You end up having like one keeper, one striker that's solid, and then it's like, what other pieces can make something happen? So what buttons are getting pressed this game week? Because I know people look at head counts. Are we looking at prize pools? Are we looking at fixtures? So all that stuff from the live chat, get that dropped in, and we'll throw that into the chat as we're running through it all. Okay, now this is starting off at Conference League for some stupid reason. So let's go to. Oh no, actually, Harry, we normally do this on Play Sharper. It's a wee bit easier there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not because you host this part, I think, normally, so I'll just catch up.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm being lazy this week.
Sorry. It's good fun. Right, okay, sorted. So, where to start? Well, we start with Ajax Rangers, since you were just talking about that, Josh.
Go on, then.
Right, okay, so there's no lineup available for Rangers. No one cares, right? I don't even think Rangers care, really, to be honest with you. But Ajax, what are they fighting for at the moment? Are they still fighting to get qualified?
No, they're done. As long as they don't lose by more than 4 goals to Rangers, they are getting Europa League. They can't get any more than Europa League. So dead rubber, really. Like, you can't obviously see them losing 4-0 to Rangers, or at least I can't. So yeah, they're done. They're through, and it's a bit of a shambles, really, because the league postponed their game last weekend. Like ages ago, and all Dutch teams do it, or the Dutch league do it for all their teams competing in the Champions League. And yeah, obviously, like to supposedly give them rest for match day 6 of the Champions League group stage, and then this game's a dead rubber. So yeah, it was I didn't lose a day of utility. They just have the that same game week where only Celtic play as well, or like only that one. So Ajax are playing on that game week as well. So that's fine. But yeah, the thing that's really like. I was saying to you guys before I joined the stream, like my gallery is just totally not optimized for midweeks at all. Like I have lots of high performing domestic teams, but the thing is like they're in lesser leagues compared to the quality of leagues in the Champions League. So like, I don't play Champion Europe, I only play Challenger. So like I have most of like I would say like some of the power Challenger cards, but then when they come into the Champions League, like they just get trounced. So this like feels to me like an opportunity where I can actually put out a decent lineup with Ajax having Rangers, which is like a weaker opposition.
Yeah, it's like Volendam or something.
Yeah, maybe not quite that bad, but yeah, certainly worse than Liverpool or Napoli, that's for sure. And then like the lineup is just a complete headfuck to put in like a usable term. Like I'm not really sure who's going to play. Bart, one of the big club watchers at Ajax, put out his expected lineup. He's been very right the last few times, and he doesn't have Daley Blind in his team. And I would really like to play Daley Blind against Rangers because if he plays, he's just going to rack up loads of passes.
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably going to go safe. And in my Challenger at Rare Pro, are we doing lineups now? Or are we just reviewing the fixtures?
Just kind of Ajax and fixtures and stuff. But
okay, nice.
Anything that kind of falls into your teams, obviously, don't keep it to yourself. But aye.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I would still expect Ajax to win. Like, I would expect Ajax to win, but I'm just no idea what the lineup's going to be. Really, I would like obviously Pasveer is going to play, and Timber and Bassi are going to play. I would say definitely. But then no idea who's going to start on either fullback. Could be Wrench or Sanchez. Could be Wijndal or Blind. And then in midfield, Alvarez is definitely going to play. Could be Taylor or Klaassen. Could be Kudus or Berghaus, and then up front, like it could be Tadic as a false 9. Robbie could play up front. Kudus could play up front, and Berghaus could play in midfield. Constantin could even start on the right wing. Like there's like it's just really difficult unless you've got like Bergwijn, Tadic, Timber, Pasveer, Alvarez to like put together a Ajax stack this game week, in my opinion. Sorry, I know I've ranted about them for loads there, but they're really pissing me off.
That's brilliant because we all love to hear the plight of Ajax, so that's no problem at all. Bring it on, Josh. We love to hear about it.
Yeah.
I've actually, Alex Wilson is saying that he is ready for another round of Rofe or Nardi roulette at Ghent. So,
lovely.
We're getting all the sorrows and we're getting all the misery of the rotation because it's been my life for the last 3 weeks, so it's nice to kind of share, misery loves company, we're all kind of basking in it, I suppose. And there was another one I wanted to pick up, sorry. Nusa Season is saying that all his teams have qualified, meaning all of his keepers are rotation bait this week. We do pray for Nusa Season in name and in merit as well, let's hope Nusa kicks on a wee bit. And Maccabi, Jonathan Gargi, Harry, he has checked us on our Maccabi hate in the past. He is saying that Maccabi Haifa are going to draw tomorrow against Benfica and finish third in the group. Now, I think if Maccabi Haifa were to pull that off, that is going to equal a big scalp. I forget who the other team is in that group exactly.
Juventus.
PSG. Oh, it's Juventus. Oh, wow. Imagine that. Yeah. That would be some casualty, wouldn't it?
That'd be wild.
Heard it here first, Jonathan Gargi saying that. Do we have anything in that game? Let's have a peek. So are they playing Juventus or Benfica then? I think it'll be Benfica.
Yeah.
Enzo
Benfica. Fernandez is suspended, so that's one player for them to not need to worry about.
I mean, Benfica are going to be on to top the group, aren't they? They're not going to be taking it easy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they'll go full guns and hope Juventus get someone at PSG.
So it's money as well, you know, like Celtic fans talk about it a lot, you know, when the aftermath of it, even if it's a draw, it's like, well, at least we get money, you know, like kind of thing. So not Fiorentina, sorry, I beg your pardon. This is I'll get Florentino Luis on screen here. But Benfica, you know, they'll be looking at it. Like win bonuses are proper money, you know, like so yeah, they will not be taking it lightly. They'll see that as easy money.
Yeah, I think this could like be the bane of my game week as well. Because if Benfica just come out and smash Maccabi Haifa, I'm not going to be going very far in Challenger. But you know, we'll see. Hopefully, the draw. I like that a lot.
Harry or Alex, is there any Champions League game in particular that's grabbing your eye? So I can just go to that one next, or one that means more to you in terms of SO5 this week. Any decisions or headaches?
I'll take Madrid Celtic.
Madrid Celtic, here we
Nice.
go. We've actually got Celtic on Play Sharper, Harry. It's a first.
Yeah, what's going on there?
They never normally have Celtic, do they? But maybe it's because
They
it's Real
don't,
Madrid.
no. But Celtic aren't actually on there.
Oh, are they not?
Nope.
Boo.
I just had a little look. I know.
I guess me and Alex can talk about a predicted team then, because I would be interested to hear Alex's thoughts as well.
Do it.
But what do you think of this Real Madrid team, first of all? Alex, is that how tough do you think Real Madrid are going to take this?
Sorry, I didn't have the stream. Just can you scroll down? Yeah. Cool talk. Yeah, that's pretty much first team, isn't it? Try and get it done.
Yeah, again, they need a result to win the group. So
Yeah, just avoid the Leipzig issues. Get it done in the first half. Bring them off.
It's going to be a long night. The thing about that Real Madrid team as well is like all the defense are so big and strong and like technically astute, experienced. You know, none of them are mugs. You know, there's no weak links in there. Maybe none of them are like the best defender you've ever seen of all time. You know, but you need to get these guys apart in the Bernabeu and get goals. You need to be right on it. You know,
Cruz is surely going to rest Alex. No, is he not?
If you need a win, he's not someone that really fatigues too hard, I've always thought.
So he played like 6 in a row?
Yeah, but, you know...
He just got his first red card, so he'll be missing the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the other thing in my game week, sorry. Yeah. Cruz's first ever red card. Killed another lineup. Great.
Yeah, that makes... I mean, like, yeah, I was just looking. So he rested... last in 3-12, and that was after the Real Madrid Shakhtar game, but then has played like 6 on the spin or started 6 on the spin. So yeah, I thought it was used some rest. But yeah, if he got sent off against Girona, that makes sense. He plays here, and then obviously he doesn't play against Vallecano. So
yeah, it's essentially full strength, but Shimani's probably a doubt because he pulled up in that last game, or didn't get to the pitch essentially. So
yeah. I'm just looking at the Celtic team that played Real Madrid last as this kind of starting point.
Yeah, Quinny, with
this. Sorry, Alex, go on.
So with the starting point for Celtic, I guess the question is, do you think we're going to play our best team, or do you think we're going to bring, rotation into it for the sake of, giving youngsters a chance kind of thing, or people that haven't played in the Champos a chance?
Now, I thought going into the game at the weekend, there was either going to be the manager was going to stick to the plan that they'd been rotating, like Giacomakis plays one game, Kyogo plays the next, and all the other stuff we've seen over the last month, basically. Or he was going to say, right, we're out now, so let's just start from a new rotation pattern. We need to beat Livingston. We'll rest against Real Madrid and go on from there. But with the team he picked against Livingston, I think he's going to Madrid to try and get a game, to try and get a win or something. I think he's not taking it lightly. I think he's going to go proper full strength. I'll say this: I think the front three is going to be Jota, Giacomakis, and Haksabanovic.
Okay, nice.
That's what I think the front three is going to be. If Jota is capable of starting, if Jota doesn't start, then I'm probably saying Abada. But I think if Jota starts, Haksabanovic starts, and Giacomakis is in.
I would take Jota. I don't think Haksabanovic has done enough to start a game like this when Abada and Maeda have been resting. So I would take probably Abada. Oh, but Maeda didn't play at all at the weekend.
Exactly.
I'll take Jota, Giacomakis, and Maeda. I think we need a presser against Madrid.
Solid shout. Okay, so we can agree on Giacomakis and Jota.
It's a 50-50. Like Giakoumakis, Kyogo is really like he likes Kyogo more, so you'd put Kyogo there, but it's not important. Giakoumakis started on the bench at the weekend, so yeah, just 51% kind of thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm kind of at that point as well. Midfield. So I'm guessing are you going to say Haksabanovic in midfield with O'Reilly and Hatate? Is that what you're thinking? No.
No. I was thinking Moy, O'Reilly, Hatate. It just seems like the best choice when McGregor's out. It's the formation we know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd go along with that as well. And then the back four picks itself, I think Juranovic, Vickers, Jens, Taylor.
Yeah. Two things I want to say. The thing that's concerning me is Juranovic getting no game time in the league anymore. He's missed like 3 of the last games or something. And I think he must be gone. I just don't know why he wouldn't play at the weekend. He's playing so little. I think we're planning for life without him in the new year. And then Greg Taylor is probably our best player at the moment. But Bernabé is not bad either. So you could get really creative and play them both if you are planning for life without Juranovic. But I don't think he can sit out for like another game. So yeah, I would take your back four, obviously, with Hart.
Wow, he really isn't playing at all.
Yeah, it's been a proper rotation of midweek and weekend, you know.
That is odd.
Bernabé gets subbed off against Hearts, and if you've seen it, like Bernabé was a wee bit green in that game. I think if he'd done better, I don't think we'd have seen. Maybe Taylor wouldn't have played yesterday. You know, so otherwise, like, so some players that it's been a proper. Like Forest played like 2, maybe 3 league matches in a row as well. You know, so
I saw the Billabong has the Taylor unique up for 3.3. That's about 15 times the rare. I didn't think that was terrible.
It's not bad. Do you know how much that went for originally?
Yeah, 1/8.
Aye, mate. I turned it down. I was watching it. It was just, I could have bought it, no bother. I was like, why would I want a Taylor unique?
No, yeah, no Celtic fan will
I've got a super rare.
Like,
I've got a super rare. That'll do.
Yeah. Unless you're a Celtic fan, you just don't understand this U-turn. Like, obviously, I didn't have a Taylor for ages. I got him like last week or like this month at least. And you know, I'm looking to get a super rare now, and I just think who's possibly got these super rares. Obviously, I know Quinny's got one, but I was like, this guy was absolutely awful. We were replacing him. We got like a young left back that's going to come in and play, and Greg Taylor's just gone to the best player in the world, which is good to see. Biggest fan of Greg now.
Nice.
I won him as a reward. Like, I could actually tell you when. And I messaged my best mate who's a Celtic fan. I was like, what's this Greg Taylor like? Because he was under 23 as I won him, but he was like sort of coming out of it. So I was not like, I didn't really care too much whether I was getting rid of him or not. Let me see if I can find it. I won him in game week 268 as a tier 2 rare. And he just told me to get rid of him because he said he was pony. So I was like, all right, fair. Got rid of him. And now I watched the game on the weekend, and obviously I went to the game with Quinny and stuff. He's unbelievable. Like, he's a very, very good left back right now. Like, he's not blessed with pace, but on the ball, I think he's unbelievable. Like, he rarely puts a foot wrong. I'm really impressed with him.
I got one in a trade for like 0.0. I don't know. I got one in a trade for very, very cheap and then sold it for 0.06.
If he makes the same improvement he did last year, this year, he would slot in the Real Madrid team next year. That's how much of an improvement he made. He is I can't describe how much I hated him to how much I love him. Like,
see, what I was thinking after the weekend is, not to be like, you know, too mental about it. I could see him being the Man City backup left back. Like, see if you actually watch what he does on the pitch. It's just like that Cancelo, like genuinely, like in terms of what he actually does physically on the pitch. You know, and see when they bought Sergio Gomez from Anderlecht or whatever. Before that, you know, they've been thinking about with backup left backs for ages. I could easily see them going, say, like, here's 15 million, give some, you know, just put him on the bench, you know. Maybe I'm just
I think we need to.
Maybe dreaming a bit here.
Cover ourselves here. We're gonna get clipped up so.
But that's the sort of style he's doing, and if he keeps doing it, man, then. You know, these teams eventually, somebody will come and he's 24. Like, that's the thing. He was U23 last year. I think anyway, he's like 30 or something because he's just a wee Scottish boy called Greg Taylor. You don't expect him.
I think he needs to get realised or in a national team. Like, think how much money that's added to Juranovic's price, and Taylor trying to get in the Scotland team at left back. It's very difficult. And the Celtic team, it's not built around Taylor, but it helps him so much. Like, he drifts into midfield now, or like very high up the pitch, always on the ball, great for SO5. But I don't see how his value can really go too high, because everyone would just say, "Oh, it's the Scottish League and he's left back and he's not as good as Tierney, and Tierney's done nothing in Arsenal." Like, it's that kind of mentality that will stop any big moves, which is unbelievable. Bring me a super rare, baby.
That's it, man. Yeah. Just to go into, so from the Celtic game, we both expect it's probably going to be a Real Madrid win, which is unfortunate for me because my cards are pretty much all green and white. But another team in green and white that have it all to play for is Sporting Lisbon. They are at home to Frankfurt, and in this group it is still all to play for. Tottenham are top on 8 points. These two guys are both second and third on 7 points, and Marseille are bottom on 6. Obviously Spurs play Marseille in the other game, so Sporting Lisbon and Frankfurt are cards that are very well supported on Sorare, and they will be making up a lot of teams this game week, you would think, in terms of maybe some goal scorers and some defenders or whatever. Do you guys, any of you have any involvement in this match?
Yeah, I've got a Pedro Goncalves.
Yeah.
I think I'm lining them up in Challenger at Rare. And yeah, just like on a DA hunt, I suppose. Like, you're not going to get much otherwise. But yeah, hopefully they do well.
If there's a good challenger team, Josh is involved. Like, you got any team here? Yeah, I've got some.
Yeah, I've got their best player.
Yeah.
That's
the name of the game.
To Salzburg next. I've got some of those as well.
Yeah, that's not going to be good fun this week.
I think this is good the making. I think that whole group, even the Tottenham Marseille match, I think both those games have got the makings of being like 3-H's and 5-2s, and I think it's just going to be absolute bananas, these games, just the way the whole group's been, and then individually how these teams are made up.
Yeah, literally anyone can win it right now. Like,
Yeah,
Marseille on 6 points. They can literally top the group at 9 if Tottenham. Well, yeah, if other things go their way, I guess. But
if they beat Tottenham,
if they beat Tottenham, they go 9. But then if Sporting win,
and Sporting and Frankfurt draw,
if they both draw, then fair, they would. That'd be 3 teams on 8 points then.
It's bad,
and then 1 team on 9.
Yeah, wild.
It'd be wild. Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
I looked at the tightest group and I had a quick glance over it. The Barcelona group is dead, as you know. Pilsen bottom, Barca third, Bayern and our one's on 15 points, one's on 10 points. So
cool.
Yeah,
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Wow, picking that Barca team is going to be.
Yeah, all the best.
Actually, yeah, that may be fun.
Me.
I've got some rotational Barca players. Oh, Torres is on to start. Yes,
I would play them. Yeah, like,
Lewan
play.
Ferran Torres.
Lewan hasn't even
He's here to save the day.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
travel,
like they're playing
travel.
Pilsen. Yeah, I'd definitely play like any rotational Barca piece you have. Harry, have you still got a fatty?
Of course
I
he
do,
does.
yeah.
Of course he does.
Of course I do. Who's gonna take him off my hands, Josh?
Yeah, I would play him this week. The thing is, like,
Pavel
play him over
Fatty
Carlson and Jens Odegaard, though. Is the question.
Well, I might play him over Odegaard at the minute.
Would you?
I mean, I don't know. Like, he's having a stinker, isn't he? Currently. I mean, AZ need to win to top the group, or like not lose to top the group. So, like, they're both Odegaard and Carlson are both going to start. So yeah, I guess maybe they are better. But
let's look at 2 more Champions League games, right? Then we'll go and talk about AZs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, Juve PSG. Oh no, what does this mean?
We've done that. I think.
Do I need to get? Oh, mate, have I got an account? 2 seconds. I'll sort this out. Sorry.
Can I bring up the Club Bruges table?
Yes, please do.
If you do share screen, I can add it on.
Can you see? I'm just on my phone. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can talk it through. So Bruges are at the top of the table, which is
I've
kind of
logged
what I
into
want
this
to
before.
talk about.
Harry, can you open
10 points?
Sorry, talk over your thing, Alex. Harry, can you open Play Sharper and do the share screen thing, and you can do that.
I'll try to. Yeah.
Top man. Sorry, Alex. On you go.
No. So Club Bruges are top with 10 points, which I think is a big surprise. Like, even for Sorare fans that love Bruges and beating Porto, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen so far, that is wild. I think they're guaranteed to go through. Yeah, definitely are guaranteed to go through. Yeah. So then you have Porto, who could beat them to top spot in the group, and it's Leverkusen at home to Bruges, and that means Porto at home to Atletico Madrid, and it's just like the most unpredictable games. It's been an unpredictable group, so I really want Leverkusen to get third place, which requires them to beat Bruges, which you would expect them to do pretty easily, except for the fact they're top of the league and need to win. So, yeah, watch with intent.
Yeah, Bruges will be definitely entertaining for sure against Leverkusen, because Porto and Atleti are a bit more like dry, let's say, whereas Leverkusen, number one, will attack, and number two, need to attack. So that's a great shout, Alex, as well for our game. It could be fireworks.
Yeah, I think that's the most interesting. And if anyone does like a bet, I'd get on Porto Atletico Madrid cards. They'll just absolutely love fighting each other there. But in terms of who's going to win that game, Porto Madrid, I'd probably take Porto.
I think I would as well at home. Are they at home?
Yeah. Would you bet on a Diogo Costa penalty save?
Couldn't
Safest
bet
bet in
against
the
it.
land right now, isn't it?
I know. Quinny, sorry, can you see my screen?
I think so. I'm just not sure where I've put it now, but I think so. I had it come up on the thing saying, there it's there. Is that it?
Aha. Maybe?
No. Let me 2 seconds, open that. I know you've done it to share, but the actual screen is black.
Oh, right.
Alex Wilson says Bruges have a load of defenders injured, or suspended, sorry, he said, which I did not know about. How many is a load?
Let's have a look.
Probably means enough that Boyata will be playing.
Boyata is in the expected lineup.
Boyata is in the expected lineup.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to redo my teams then.
Yeah.
I was so focused on basketball teams earlier, and I was like, I just kind of threw my teams together earlier, and I was like, I'll deal with this in the stream, but actually, yeah, I'll wait.
You got to know where your heart lies, Quinny. Come on.
No, it's not about. It's
Your priorities right, man.
It's not about that.
Come
But it's like I know what that. I can just look at this and go, oh yeah, I can see Boyata's playing and play Boyata. Whereas with basketball, I don't know who Boyata is. I don't even know if I've got Boyata. Do I want him? Do I need him? Is he on auction? Is that a super rare to buy? What's his L10? Like that's the stuff I'm still trying to work out.
Yeah,
So
my education on basketball so rare came from your stream last week. It was very helpful, but still, it didn't help any of
I need to watch it back. That's my problem. Because when you're doing this stuff, it's hard to take it all in. But a few people have said that to me, and I'm like, yeah, I should probably go back and watch it. I've not got a clue.
I was a bit disappointed if we stay on basketball just very quickly, like the whole having a 0 average score, and how if you don't have him, you effectively can't compete that week. I was like, this game's so much more advanced than I thought. I thought it was very casual friendly. It's the exact opposite. It's like, if you know your stuff, you're gonna smash. If you don't,
I think that element's already gone, but already, let's see the 0 average guys.
Yeah, the zeros. Yeah, I'm just thinking there'll be something else. Like the 0 averages will, but like someone coming off the bench and rotations and stuff. Like we know in football, Ajax are probably going to rotate and play their youngsters. Barca are going to play not their best team. Whereas it comes to basketball, I'm just like, I quite like this guy. But I'm really interested to play the So Red Data projected lineups from Roto Iron, how many minutes they get. If that's as good as it sounds, I'm going to be into basketball and just using their data essentially.
Nice. That's what I'm doing, basically. Just let So Red Data do all the work.
There is one more group we haven't discussed, which is Group E.
Okay.
Which is
Chelsea?
the Chelsea group, indeed. Yeah, so Chelsea, AC Milan, Red Bull Salzburg, and Dynamo Zagreb. And this, again, is a really tight group, actually, because there can be loads of changes here. So, actually, Chelsea need a pretty bad
Chelsea
swing.
are through, aren't they?
Yeah, they're through. They're not guaranteed top, but they need a pretty bad swing with AC Milan on goal difference, don't they? They're like four goals better off. Is it done on goals or... Oh, no, hang on. In the event that two or more teams have an equal number of points, 1 goal difference.
Oh, and then, yeah, it is goal difference.
In the Champions League?
At the end
No,
of the
I looked up for Celtic last week. It's head-to-head, and then if they're drawing head-to-head, it's goal difference.
The following tie-breaking procedures are used head-to-head.
It says it on SofaScore here, but it's really weird. It says during the group phase, goal difference is used, and at the end of the group phase, head-to-head is used first. So yeah, that's strange. But yeah, ultimately it is head-to-heads. So we'd have to look at the Chelsea-Milan game to see who would
Yeah, I
come
just
top.
checked. Chelsea won both. So
Oh, okay, right. So Chelsea like guaranteed top, but Milan, Salzburg, and Dynamo could all still come
Drop out.
second. Actually, no, because Dynamo beat Milan. Dynamo beat Chelsea, so they must have inferior head-to-heads on the other teams.
Yeah, can we just get back to goal difference? I mean, it's just so
Yeah,
much
this
easier
is
for
very
every football
confusing,
fan
isn't it?
ever. Yeah.
Anyway, I've got a boatload of Dynamo and Salzburg players, but I don't think
Really?
hardly any of them are getting into
I'm
my
so surprised.
Guys, I've just had a great notification in the live chat that Enes Ünal has scored, which means I'm in the cards, and you wouldn't believe who's gave him the assist.
Oh, here we go. Double DA time for Quinny.
Double DA.
Carlos
Carlos Arlena is turning up again.
Love to see it.
He's on 67 points. Ünal is rocking out as well. I'm picking up a tier 3 rare and a tier 3 super rare by the skin of my teeth.
A tier 2 super rare, Quinny, is it not?
Oh, tier 2 super rare. I stand corrected. Sorry.
Hey,
It is a tier 2.
you got to take that.
I will take that. That's
You're in the last tier 2 position.
Yay. Let's hope they keep going.
This
let's
Pablo
hope they-
Maffeo geezer has really clipped your nuts, hasn't he?
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, that red card was again, 'cause I could have played Taylor, who was on 100 points this game week. You know,
Oh,
but Maffeo would definitely start. That's what I thought. Maffeo definitely starts, so I'll play him. He'll definitely start. And,
that is a podium swing.
that is one.
not good.
If I've ever seen
Oh,
one.
it is,
yeah,
man.
Jesus.
Yeah. Shh, don't say that.
No,
to me,
that's
Josh.
yeah. I'm
It's
sorry,
actually a win. It's
83
actually a
points.
Harry, I wasn't
win.
going to say that when I realised. But
Sorry, I mean, I'm just doing the maths in
Yeah.
my head, and
It
14.5
is.
plus 83.38 is less than 100.
it is a win. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Bastard. Anyway. Anyway. Like I said earlier on, I've just been living this misery, so it's nice to hear it, you know, so you can give it back to me now if you want. If you've had enough of it and you want to give it back to me, that's fine. But Danny's in the house as well. Good to see you. Alex Dobbins, Francesco Ballati. Fist bumps to everyone on entry and on arrival. Please do like the stream when you're here. If you've watched this after we've been live, you're a hero as well. Make sure you do like the stream. It means the world to us all. All the guys' YouTube channels as well are all linked in the title. Should be dead easy to go and click and find them and sub and follow and all that good stuff as ever. And I feel much better that I've said that in the middle round at the end, because I hate saying it at the end because it's always because you've forgotten. So I feel much better. And yeah, Alex Wilson has given us some great intel there on the Bruges situation. And yeah, excellent. I feel good that we've caught up with live chats and all that good stuff. And yeah, I might be winning some cards. But I think we're all winning cards. That's lovely. Even if they are tier 3s and whatever, it's always good to have something to open, isn't it?
Definitely.
So with Champions League, guys, were we talking? Was it Group E you just brought up there, Josh? Sorry,
It was, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a race on for second. Who are the games? So
AC
Milan
Milan.
have got Salzburg and Chelsea home to Zagreb.
Yep.
So it'd be interesting to see what sort of Chelsea lineup they put out. I guess they're going to want to bounce back after the humbling defeat from Brighton the weekend. But yeah, it looks like they don't have anything to play for unless I'm reading the groups wrong.
No, I read that the same way. Who have Chelsea got at the weekend? Because I think that will determine if they'll rotate.
Hold fire. Arsenal. Oof.
Oof.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that'll
good
be a
game.
quiet Chelsea team.
In the early on Sunday. Yeah. It's making me want to play some
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 Zagrebs.
Zagreb players. Yeah.
some Zagreb players. All right, I'm going to stack them all in All-Star Rare Pro and see what happens.
I was just thinking back to Channy's message there about like the PSV thing. They have Ajax on the weekend, so and they've already qualified.
They'll want to come top, surely. I can see them going pretty strong.
I can see why he's got the headache. Put it that way. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I am gonna
because
play
Arsenal
my
aren't going to
league.
lose to Zurich, are they? Yeah, looking at the percentages.
That's the thing. It's like you just
Yeah,
got
good point.
basically play on the fact that like you kind of have to just take Arsenal as a 3-point of, and then you clearly can't qualify type of thing. So not qualify, clearly can't top the group situation. So,
But do Arsenal think, we're going to win? Let's stick out some kids.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know.
Arsenal's under 12s will beat Zurich surely.
I'm playing my Luke de Jong super anyway. So, I think PSV is definitely harder, Channy. I think AZ definitely go full strength. Like, I don't think there's any question. If they top the group, which they need to get a result against Dnipro, who they're playing to top the group, then they don't have to play an extra game because they miss a round in the ECL from like all the teams dropping down. So like they're obviously like they win this game or just basically don't lose this game, then they don't have to play an extra round, which given their schedule is like massively important, and especially to be honest with how thin their squad is. So I think like you're pretty safe to play your Reinders and your Odgaards and your Carlsons this game week is my opinion. And I'd be really shocked if I think the only real question is like who do they play right wing? Is it Sugawara or I don't think Pavlidis is fit, but is it Van Brederode or Sugawara? And then the rest of the team I think is pretty self-explanatory. I think it'd be like Verhulst, the Greek guy, Bukema, Decker, Kirkes, Reinders, Classy,
Klassen.
Yeah, I guess DeWitt plays. Yeah, DeWitt, Odgaard, Carlson, and like I say, either Sugawara or Van Brederode.
I did see Pavlidis was on the bench though on the weekend, wasn't he? I know
that.
I don't know
he?
whether that was just. Well, yeah, they showed his number 9 jersey on Twitter, so I thought, okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was quite back that quick, but yeah, I mean, he could get some bench minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't expect them to like go easy into that game. And yeah, we're sort of skipping ahead to Europa Conference League, but just to answer.
It's all because it's all kind of linked in. Don't worry about that. I think we're not too far away from wrapping Champions League up anyway, because I'm just looking at the Man City group. It's still got a bit of stuff going on. Dortmund are away to Copenhagen, and they, need to, it's Seville, Man City. You're not expecting Seville to get anything against Man City, but Dortmund, they could still go out and score some goals.
I think it's over. Dortmund and City would just do their thing.
Well, I don't know. You can't write off Copenhagen because if they beat them,
they're away, aren't they?
Yeah.
What's the Dortmund Sevilla head-to-head?
Good question. It is 4-1 to Dortmund and 1 each draw, so it's in Dortmund's favour.
So Sevilla can't catch Dortmund, yeah.
Okay, cool. Play Sharper's only got them rotating Bellingham. Otherwise, it was quite a strong team besides.
Well, they can still.
But I don't think. But yeah, I was going to say, even though there's still some stuff there, I don't think there's that much jeopardy on like the whole group. But I think Dortmund, the way they're lined up, I think they're still going to score a bunch of goals. And if you're lucky enough to have any Man City cards, I think again they're probably going to line up to score a few goals as well.
Yeah, play Julian Alvarez if you've got him. I don't think Haaland will play. So
yes, that is a good nugget of advice, I would say also.
Yeah, El Capitano. And for the conversation before, El Capitano, Carlson. Good luck, Channing.
Yeah, I really want to get a Carlson. I need to free some ETH up because I think he's really undervalued.
That's why I picked. I have no interest in this guy. I don't think he's playing at the World Cup. And I was picking up World Cup players and stuff, and I was just like, is this guy really this price? Like, this isn't limited, but I checked today, it's like 10% of the rare anyway. And I was like, he's just got 2 great fixtures, ridiculously low priced. I bought him and then he dropped more, and I'm just like, I want to buy more. This guy is a monster.
Yeah, like his AA is just ridiculously good. I don't see why he's like less than Jota at this stage. I guess scarcity maybe has like a thing.
And Jota is the best player in the world, we do forget. But if I could give some advice, and it might be a bit out there, I would swap Gakpo for Carlson if I could take a bit of ETH in between. Like, absolutely. I think Gakpo moves Christmas, and I don't think Carlson does. I haven't checked the prices, but I'd assume Gakpo is much more expensive than Carlson.
Yeah, he's like an ETH and a bit more expensive.
Yeah,
I think players like Carlson are more vulnerable to a transfer than a Gakpo, because Carlson could go anywhere. From AZ, whereas Gakpo, he can still really go fucking anywhere as well, but it's going to cost a lot more money for him to go somewhere.
But if I look at the next 6 months, right, who's going to outscore? It's Carlson all day, because I don't care what team Gakpo goes to. It's going to be a step up, so his scores are going to come down in averages, and I just don't see any. Yeah, his scores come down, and Carlson's go up, if not stay the same.
Yeah, I think I disagree, Quinny. Hoibert's the DOF for AZ said Carlson isn't going anywhere for less than 20 million, and he doesn't play for Sweden in the national team, so I don't really think he's exposed enough to get a 20 or 25.
Yeah. His profile's not there yet. At all.
And
I
he's
don't think.
contracted until 2026. So like, if you ask me, like he could very easily stay until summer 24.
5.
Yeah, summer
Mm.
24. Like before he gets like an actual, like any sort of move. But
Fair
you
enough.
know, obviously we don't know what's going to happen. But I think he's definitely less vulnerable to move than Gakpo, obviously.
I just think AZ are just a wee bit further down the food chain, if you know what I mean. So like any Premier League team could go and take their best player off them for 25 million, legitimately, like maybe a bunch of Serie A. Whereas like the best striker in PSV, like who's going to go for 30-40 million, isn't going to end up at. You say this, sometimes they do, you know, but
I was going to say he's
You know.
most likely Gakpo was most likely linked to Leeds, so it's like
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not. That's not the same as like Burnley or something or. Whatever, I don't know.
You prefer Burnley right now, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, right now you would, yeah.
give me
It's still there.
Burnley, yeah.
Ishmael Assar style, you know, we're playing for Watford, that
Yeah.
kind of vibe for sure.
Timo Pukki, the man.
Timo Pukki, yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm having a look across Europa League now. I've actually got Play Sharper sorted as well, so we can have a look at lineups and all that good
Oh, well
stuff.
done.
So I don't know where to start with Europa League because it's so deep. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
Who do
I'd
we
say just
actually
pick
care
the
about?
interesting ones.
Yeah.
Like Roma's groups. I watched them. They've got a win, I think. Yeah. Roma versus Ludogorets.
Oh yeah, and then
Obviously, you'd
Betis
think-
must have Helsinki then.
Yeah, and you'd think Roma would just win, but they've got a couple of injury issues. They've got big games all the time. They just played tonight. Yeah, struggled to beat 10 men Verona.
Yeah, we've not got the Roma game on this.
Yeah.
Boo. We've got Betis,
Yeah,
but
it is annoying on Play Sharp how like some games are just missing, and then I wish they just put the teams up and gave it like a blue tick when it was like filled in kind of thing.
yeah, at least then you would know.
I'll send that on to Spicer. Yeah.
Claudio Bravo's expected to start. That's unlimited I've got. That's cool. It's good to see. Good to know. But yeah, I think that group does look quite interesting because Ludogorets are like a Bulgarian team for anyone who doesn't know, and like they were not too bad like 10 years ago in Europe for like a season or two. They had a Brazilian striker and maybe a couple of guys that were all right for a while. So are they at home, Alex? Did you say? I think they are.
No, Roma's at home.
Or Roma at home. Okay, well that's probably a bit safer
If
for
it-
Roma
if they-
then as well.
The odds would tell you it's done and dusted, but like I'm not sure if a point will do it for Ludogorets. I need to see the head-to-heads, obviously. But Roma's just played tonight. Zaniolo was injured.
Ludogorets beat Roma 2-1 in matchday 1.
Yeah, and it's the Europa League. How many times you've seen this? Like Neil Lennon's side almost done Man United in, so it's like
Yeah,
don't write off anyone in that league.
totally, man. That's a great spot.
Lads, Mikey Johnson assists.
Mikey Johnson assist. No way.
Tony Watt's going to be going nuts in his house.
Mikey Johnson
bouncing off the walls.
3-0 in
He's also my
64
specialist card.
Goodness me.
He just messaged me, Mikey Johnson, with a little goat emoji.
Yeah. Tony's up to third.
Hope he's
He
watching.
is.
Oh,
Wait,
wait,
the
I'm on-
guy in front of him's on 380 points. You can't cut.
Wow.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. No,
Is
he
that-
can get
Whoa.
second just.
Yeah. I thought he could. I thought when we spoke about it earlier, I thought we said that he could win it. Sorry.
No.
Podium.
I'm also just got a rare award as well. Sorry to part on
Nice.
Tony's parade here. But tier 3 coming home. De Fruiters just knocked in a goal that took his score from like 25 to 60. You love to see it. And a bit more than 25, but yeah.
I'm just I'm gonna be scanning through there. Sorry, I'm just seeing. Like, this was meant to be my. Can you guys see my screen, or do you need to see the stream too?
I can see it now, yeah.
Or can you?
Yeah.
Like actually
On
on
stream,
the
you can
on.
see
On the
it.
stream, sorry.
Oh,
sorry,
you
I've
watched
got
it on the stream?
Yeah.
I was just wondering. This was supposed to be my best team for this game week,
Oh, yeah.
and it was an absolute catastrophe. But we Sensei's played tonight and done not too bad. But Boyata double negative decisive. All Black conceded 3. Giacomakis missed a penalty from the bench, and then the two rare mids have done all right. But we Sensei just played tonight. Quite happy to just catch my eye there with that. But Big Sorare's doing all right as well. I was over here to pull up Tony just to put it on stream. Sorry, I lost my marbles for a second there, lads. So 5 game weeks in.
Yeah, show us Tony's team. I'm interested in that.
And it's underdog rare, isn't it?
Yeah. It's nice.
To fill the gap, I had Mikey Johnson as my specialist, and
Nice captain choice from Tony.
Partnered him with Messi, and then Shimani and Bonner, who both didn't play. So the joys of Sorare.
It was there, then it's kind of glitching on me a wee weird way. Sometimes I need to flick between divisions for it to show me the actual one. Sometimes, let's see. There we go. There he is, Watto on the podium. And Captain Taylor, he nailed it. Furuhashi with the goal. It's Pal McMahon with 64. And then Mikey Johnson's cruising on a 78 at the moment.
Yeah, on your podcast, he always speaks highly of Greg Taylor, and I love that. You know, he looked at, and I know he said in the last one or something that he's like, "What's Greg Taylor doing at that price?" And I was like, "That's exactly what I think."
Yeah.
And then, he's obviously just captained him as well, which even I didn't have the balls to do. So fair play.
I didn't have the balls to play him.
But
he's in the chat as well, the big man.
Oh, is he?
Hey, the underdog slayer. That's it.
Whoa, it's on fire.
He is indeed, man. Chasing down that podium. So how many minutes is left in the Mikey Johnson game?
20 odd.
Oh, lovely. Right, I'll go and get a wee tab.
How many points is away is he? Ooh, another decisive he's going to need. Oh no, sorry, it's only 5.
2 seconds. I'm just going to go pull it up.
I can't count. Yeah, it's 11 points.
It happens to me all the time, I know. Where is Mikey Johnson? There he is there.
Mate, do you reckon Watto's got his number?
3-0.
He'll be texting him tonight.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Yeah.
I won't be doing anything. He's in Portugal. Yeah. Just be. That's what I'll be doing after the game. Maybe go get a sangria or something. I had 21 minutes left in the match, man. He's chasing down 100, I think.
Yeah. Imagine the scenes.
Oh, look who he's playing, Harry. He's playing against your unique.
No, I didn't even play him this week, but to be fair, he had a bit of a stormer. He had like a 53 or something.
Yeah, 53.8.
Yeah, in 60 minutes, even though I didn't play the donut. Ended up going with Yari Visharan, who decided to do his ACL or something of the kind.
I love it when they do that. Didn't know Yari pulled on those injuries recently. That's a shame for him, of course. But
I've got to say, Visharan is like the ultimate killjoy of all Sorare. Like he just hypes you up all preseason, then just chops you down, and everyone holds him because they're like, next year this guy's going to pop off, and he just never pops off.
Mate, he's popped off the last 2 games. No, he's popped off the last 3 games, and then decides to have a long-term knee injury.
Once everyone's got him in training,
the popping, you know. Oh my god.
Do you have a super or is rare? Sorry.
Yeah, I have a super rare, but luckily enough, he's 2020. He's under 23 until 2026. So we have a few years left. And
he'll get snapped up by City or something just to really pour the salt in
for the bench, like
Sergio Gomez style. He's actually played a little bit.
Yeah, little bits and pieces recently. I think I was just looking over the Europa League. I think the last group that's probably worth note is I forget the group designation, but it's the Feyenoord group, Sturm Graz, Lazio, and is it Midtjylland? Yeah, 2 teams on 8 points, 2 teams on 5 points, and the way it's lined up, we've got Feyenoord at home and Lazio in this game, which is first versus third, and then another fixture, of course, it's Sturm Graz and Midtjylland, which is second v fourth.
Yeah, I was looking forward to talking about this group.
Great spot.
This is a wild group, by the way, because Sturm are in second currently, and Midtjylland the bottom. But Midtjylland have scored 6 more goals than Sturm and conceded the same amount. Like how does that work?
It's been a real anomaly of a group A in that sense.
Yeah.
So I think before the last match day, were they not all on the same amount of points?
They were, yeah. And everyone had beaten everyone, and it was just all crazy. But yeah, Sturm beating Feyenoord the last day, like last minute winner from Otar Kinteshvili is just wild, to be honest. And they play Midtjylland as well in the last game, so like they could win 1-0 and top the group with 5 goals scored. It just seems ridiculous.
Now, the Feyenoord team looks to be pretty strong. Bijlo, Trauner, Gertruida.
Gotta be.
Hanko.
Oh yeah, they have to win to try and stay in the competition, don't they? So
yeah, but I mean, like they still get guys fit and whatever as well.
Oh yeah. No, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Szymanski.
What's funny for the Sorare perspective is everyone wants their team to finish third. They don't want them to win; they just want them to finish third.
Yeah.
Mate, I've landed Ajax third, Barca third.
That's class.
For my Champions League guys.
Do you know? I don't think that kind of is priced in. If anyone wants to make their little most use to their capital, go and buy teams of third places that are going to take it seriously. Like Barcelona is a bit obvious, right? And then they're not going to be cheap because of their domestic prowess. But if you see Feyenoord coming in third, or you see Lazio coming in third, swipe up a full stack like just as quickly as you can, pay the premium, and enjoy 2023. I'd say.
They lose the playoff and go out.
That's when you send them all to Pavel and just take 50% less and just get rid of the vermin.
Cheers,
do you guys do that? Have like a player that you really hate, and it's like, I just want rid of him. Like, I don't care what price. He's ruined 2 game weeks. I had it with Benzema this week, like not as much because I knew I was playing with a guy come back from injury. But I had 2, and I was like, I'm getting rid of one of these. I don't care if he's going to go up in price. You've ruined a game week. Get gone, kind of thing. Like I know what does it even if they win. And he's like, get gone.
Yeah.
No, I don't do much rage selling, to be fair.
Rage sale.
Yeah.
Or rage pal dumping.
Or some of the best ones are like rewards that you've won and worth like 90p in limited, and like I just hate looking at your face. Just get gone. Like, but you can't sell him. No one wants to buy him. It's like, please just go. And the second you have to send like 8 cards to Pavel, he's first in the list.
Yeah. I've definitely had a limited or 2 like that, for sure.
Yeah.
Because there is some limiteds that just will not disappear. Like,
yeah, you can't even do a giveaway for them because you'd just be like the cheapest bastard ever.
exactly. The Lazio team looks pretty good against Feyenoord going into this match as well. Luis Alberto, Milinkovic-Savic, really strong team. So if they do finish third, then like I think that's some great advice. Definitely go and watch these guys run away with the Conference League for sure.
Yeah, providing they take it seriously. You've got to work out, a team that's not going to bomb it.
Yeah, exactly. Roma getting to the final last year against Feyenoord, I think actually.
It was, yeah.
So yeah, teams like that did do well in the debut of the competition. No reason they wouldn't do it again. Now, I was actually really
close. Oh, no, sorry.
Nah, Man United's is. I was hoping it was close because I've got Brais Mendes, but anyway, I don't think it's that important a game really. I was really close recently, guys, to picking up a super rare Sviatchenko in the last week or 2. And he's still in contention. He will be playing against current lone striker from Celtic. Or I was going to say Albion Ajeti, but he's not in this predicted 11, so maybe he's not European registered.
He's suspended. I'm just looking now.
Oh no, he's there. 10%. It says. Is he suspended?
Sviatchenko.
Oh no, Sviatchenko's in the start.
Oh,
over here. I was talking about Ajeti there for a second. Sorry, it might be a League One or something. But
yeah, but I'm not sure.
If you look at Big Eric, by the way, he scores super well, and because he's 30, he's dog cheap. Like he's super cheap. And I was close to buying him until Boyata started playing. And I was like, okay, well, I've got him. And I'm not even playing Greg Taylor, so it's not as if it's anything
You've
bad.
got to play Super Greg.
But yeah, I think I should definitely be doing that midweek. But I can see Big Sviatchenko having a score, and somebody in the chat was saying without Evander, Midtjylland might be screwed in this game. So
yeah.
So for your centre backs, do you want them to play an easy team, a medium team, or like a really difficult team?
I like them.
An easy team.
Really?
Yeah, because then they just
pass
keep the
their way
ball
to
and just
But it depends what team, right? If you got PSG, right, they're going to control the ball, but like Midtjylland aren't going to control the ball that much against many teams, in my opinion. Like I don't know much about Midtjylland, to be honest. It's probably a bad example, but like it's only really like Hearts don't go and control the ball that much against like a Motherwell, for example.
Okay.
Like they're not getting final third passes. Ajax are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it just comes down to the actual team's type of like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the league.
Too broad a
no one
question,
plays football in
apologies.
Scotland. Like they don't play football in Scotland. They play rugby.
Blasphemy. In the Conference League on Play Sharper, we don't actually have much there. So I'm just going to have a look at the standings. And again, we'll just see if there's any meat on the bones SO5 wise that we would want to pick up on. And again, I'm quite conscious, like, again, if there's anything that you guys are looking at for this game week, if I've missed it or whatever, feel free to obviously bring it up and throw it out there. But having a look across the groups now, Anderlecht are in danger of not qualifying. I wonder who they've got. Anderlecht. Are they on this list of Play Sharper?
They got Silkeborg.
Yeah,
Silkeborg.
they're away to Silkeborg in Sweden, I'm going to say, maybe Norway. And what happened last time they played. It was 1-0 to Anderlecht. So yeah, that's a cup final of a game. No Yari Verscharen, as we were told earlier in the stream by Harry. Austria Vienna, they will be playing Beersheva, and that looks to be away in Israel. So, Jonathan, what do you reckon of that? Are Austria Vienna going to get something? I don't think they could even qualify anyway. They can't. So, actually, just scratch that. Cologne, surprisingly, on the outskirts, they will be playing Nice in the last game. So, that's a Sorare derby. We'll have to get 2 teams by cards. Do we have a predicted team? Yes, we do. Any standouts here? Anyone we know? Eric Martel, one of Josh's old pals, I think, or maybe somebody's old pal.
Sold in.
Check out the Monaco
Orion
group when you're
Keynes.
done.
The Monaco group, got you.
Yeah.
Wow, that Cologne group's really tight, isn't it?
Yeah. You think Cologne? I thought they were doing much better in that competition. I don't know why. That's what I thought. And what did you say? Monaco?
Yeah, I think
Are Monaco Conference League?
can.
No.
Oh,
Europa
I
League.
scrolled up too far. Apologies.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was tripping there. I was like,
Yeah.
why didn't I
No,
know that?
They're in a group with Ferencvaros, Trabzonspor, and somebody else, aren't they?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
and
did
if you-
see that group.
And if you don't know who's top of the group, I'll spoil it. It's Ferencvaros, which you just wouldn't expect, obviously, and then Trabzonspor play them, so you'd expect Trabzonspor to win. Yeah, essentially, yeah, it's just very close.
Wow, Silkeborg have been banging in goals for fun in that Group B, by the way.
Yeah, they're not much. See, these Scandinavian teams that actually make the group stages, they're always pretty decent. I remember Graham Potter's team. What were they called again? Ostersons or something? Do you remember them? No, that was maybe about 6 years ago or
No.
something.
Swedish team.
Ah, is it-
Swedish team, right?
it was a mad Swedish team that he took from like the 8th division in Sweden, playing pub football or whatever. But I always these wee Scandinavian teams, the wee minnow ones, if they do make it there, they're always like quite nippy, and they've normally got a wee wonder kid or two.
Yeah.
Maybe coming out.
Would you want them on Sorare just to throw the question out?
I think the rest of the division comes, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah.
With Norway eventually, it's one of those ones. I think you do get a lot of, I don't know. I think I think there's a potentially a huge rabbit hole that I would be running down this, but I think I think having those divisions in that will populate these competitions does have a place, if you know what I mean. But very many people will see very quickly that, like you've seen and like we've all seen, I suppose, with like the Division 2 cards, like the Jonathan Vieiras will definitely be worth money because that is like top end like SO5 scoring, but the guys that are run of the mill, bog standard, 10 a penny, scores 54, scores 52, scores 46, these guys are going to be forgotten about like things, if you win one, maybe you keep it, it's maybe not that great to sell or whatever. So they'll have their own place in the game. It's not going to be too fun or anything, but I'm overall not against it because the less blue and red X's we have, the better, I think, overall. Really. It's kind of that. And, so
Yeah,
you're
I
saying
agree.
AZ and Dnipro and all that kind of stuff earlier on, Josh. AZ are top at the moment on 12, Dnipro on 10, and yeah, what's to be decided in this group then exactly? Is it just that's home and hose? That's an easy one. AZ dead rubber of a game.
No, they need to just get a result against Dnipro to
Be
finish top. And the reason they definitely want to come top is because they won't have to play a qualifier against the team that drops down from the Europa League.
Oh, of
So
course.
they'll miss like a European game week.
Sure.
And that'll like be a load off their fixture schedule. So yeah, they just need to draw. They just need to not lose to Dnipro and they top the group. So, so yeah, and then yeah, there's that Apollon Vaders game is a dead rubber. I was really surprised how well Vaders did, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it
that
surprised everyone.
Yeah.
All the way through it. And Connor Aspel was saying in the chat that KA Ghent. Oh, sorry, were you going to grab that? Yeah, Ghent and Mold is the winner
Connor
takes all
Aspel, good
game.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I've got 2 Martin Linds, one super rare and one rare, but he's been injured the last 2 games, and I have no concrete info on if he's back. He plays for Mold, so I would like to play him really, but don't know.
Mikey Johnson's lost 2 points since we last seen him.
Kurt's asking for my analysis on Lafont finally getting a clean sheet this week.
No chance.
I mean, no chance, yeah. But if it's ever going to happen, it's against Olympiacos. but they're away, so no. Basically, is the very quick analysis on that one, Kurt. Sorry.
There's a reason the guy has an L40 of 44 and an L15 of 29.
He just
Them
can't
clean
buy a
sheets
clean sheet, man.
He does not get.
No.
When was the last one, H? Oh, game week 306. That's actually not as far back as I would have expected.
Yeah, it's actually. I guess
is that
it's
against
not.
Lens?
Yeah, Lens. And then before that, it was Angers away. Yeah, my Lafont's long gone. I'm in a happy place right now with Murich. So yeah,
The Burnley boys.
The Burnley boys are back. So yeah, I'm just grateful. Kurt says it's not what he wants to hear. We're sorry. We have to play how it is. Like we're not beating around the bush. We're not gonna blow smoke Kurt. Up Lafont's ass. We just can't expect a clean sheet from not only him but just Nons right now. They just cannot keep a clean sheet.
It's just not happening. Lafont is breaking many a heart. So we've lost Alex.
He's back.
And he's back.
It's being strange. Says Harry has two screens up.
That says share screen. That was his attempt, I think, at share screening. So you can do that as well, I think. We'll just come in that wee bubble and I can just pick what one to throw out. I think that's the way it's meant to work anyway. Yeah. So I'm just kind of filling out the back end of my teams after just kind of having a look over at Play Sharper and all the rest of it. And I'm not too sure how much I've got to be excited about. I'm putting together a specialist super rare team thinking that's got a puncher's chance of something. But it's not like I'm going to get too excited about it. An All-Star Rare Pro team, I've went anti-Celtic, where I'm just not picking any Celtic cards. Except for Giakoumakis, because I think he starts super rare forward. But Boyata, Ferran Torres, Gio Reyna, all these guys that look to be starting in games and stuff.
You know they've actually got a score to get a lot of points. So we have to have Giakoumakis to. I'll tell you what, funny story for me, probably no one cares. I had my offer for Courtois accepted. Didn't know I had an offer in for Courtois. Must have been from like 4 days ago. So now I've got Courtois going into the game. Forgot to cancel it. So yeah.
It's never happened to me that. I always remember bids and I'm always waiting for it. And
I went wild on the Premier League news. So I was just like,
oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, busy man.
You mean you've never done some late night drunk and sending some offers out and wake up the next day and you've got like
but not 4 days
players.
later. Not 4 days later. I think of that so often because I do that quite often, right? And for anyone that pays close attention to the content or met me, maybe I'm intoxicated late at night when I'm sending some of these offers out, let's say. And honestly, see, every time I wake up in the morning, I think that guy's so stupid for rejecting that offer because there's no way I'm making that again, And it's like, people must think, again, anyway. You're putting these offers out, and I'm even when you're sending it, sometimes it's stupid, but you're like, fuck it, use it,
Yeah, this would be funny.
As soon as you wake up in the morning, you're like, thank God that guy was greedy, or thought I would go one more, or whatever. Excited, kid. Some of the bids you send out, man, when you look at them the next day, you're like, what was I thinking? Thank God you never took that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that was another one I was going to check was Robbo, sorry. And what's the deal with Liverpool? Everyone's hating on them at the moment. I'm not hating them, but slamming Klopp tears.
Easily through, aren't they, in second, is it?
Ajax, that's all determined, isn't it? That's why we never looked at it.
Yeah.
I guess
Shall I talk you through my monster team, and the guys in the chat can tell me if I'm going to miss something very obvious?
Of course, you can see if you can share the screen. I can put it on if you want to show us it.
Yeah, go on then. Share screen. Is it entire window or window you want me to share?
I would say the Chrome tab, if you've got that choice.
You can select that. Can you see my team?
Yes.
I can't.
Oh, you can.
Maybe. No, I can see someone's team on Quinny's stream.
Oh yeah, that was mine. Yeah.
Did I not click? Sorry for the.
That's all right. Once you click to wherever the button is, where it's or maybe I'll get rid of Harry's one.
Yeah, I think I'm doing it right. It's not popping up.
I'm worried I'm going to kick out Harry when I do this. So I'm sorry, Harry. If you get kicked out, just come back.
No.
No, he's still here. Good. Yeah. Right. Try it now, Alex.
Yes. Still here. Still kicking.
I don't see it working. Do you know what? Let me try this. This can be wonders. Now you can see it.
Yeah, now I can see it. There we go.
Yeah.
Boom,
Can
it's
the
on.
stream see it?
Yeah, it's all there.
Awesome.
You might want to zoom in if you can scroll the zoom on your page. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Thibaut Courtois stacked with Alaba against Celtic, who have been as clinical as they come in the Champions League, right? And then you partner them with the two. I can't call them both postmen, but I'd like to, right? They're always delivering in midfield because they don't need decisive actions. They just pass the ball 40 yards on every pass to get a load of points. And then El Capitano, the GOAT. I mean, how excited should I be for this team?
It's a great team.
Yeah, I haven't checked the Bayern teams. Did they need to win?
No.
That game is a total dead rubber.
So yeah, Kimmich's going to be question mark, isn't he?
Yeah, I think is Play Sharper. I think must have had him to play because I checked all of my teams.
Question mark Kimmich.
Yeah, it's good.
Is
it's
his
good we
name
do
this
these
game week?
little things. Oh, he's not predicted here.
What do my Bayern people say?
My Bayern people.
Because I have absolutely no clue on Bayern.
I can drop Lorenzo Pellegrini in.
That's quite.
That
solid.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does sound
Captain
fun.
Messi still.
It looks like my predicted Bayern people think Kimmich's going to play with Sabitzer and Gravenberg.
Okay.
I would rather. My all-star team isn't too bad either. It's not a big loss. Can you see it? It's the Brazilian stack for the World Cup of Becker, who's, I appreciate it's a tough fixture to Napoli, but he'll make a lot of saves. So even if they do concede, we just need them not to concede free.
Sure.
Marquinhos, he'll have a bit of action to have against Juventus, and this is one of these where I think PSG can control the ball away from home because Juventus is so bad now. The Benfica stack, I do actually have them for sale, so I might need to pull that down because I've made that mistake before. So it depends who you're talking to, but Mikel Tel Aviv, maybe not the best team ever. I'm just gonna pump the boy Jonathan Vieira here, and I'd like to thank Josh for ruining this team. I was so excited for scores against the team I don't like, and apparently he's not playing. My backups are just not backups. So I think I'm just gonna play it because Vitolo's not even supposed to play for Las Palmas, so it's not the end of the world. But I like this team for no reason except for I support the team, so it hasn't got much of a chance. Do you want me to keep going, or does someone else want to look at them? Oh, sorry. No, I've got to share this team as well.
I see it.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
Donnarumma,
nice.
Trent. I think Shemani's about. That's the problem. Shemani or Camavinga would be a great shout. Pedri's not playing. Szymanski will play. Oh, Enzo's suspended. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty anti-Celtic actually. So It's one of those where we get a result, very impossible. We get a result and it's like, oh, great, meant nothing. And yeah, I'd be buzzing, can't lie. I'd be over the moon. Yeah, someone else can have a go. Don't want to.
I've only got 5 lineups.
I see it, Josh.
Yeah, but they're all going to be smashers. Have you got
Oh,
how
no,
many
they're really
Benfica
not.
players have you got? I think
None?
they're one of the best fixtures. We're a good challenger team, right?
I do, yeah.
Kurt reckons Cravadonna's going to have Trent on toast, Alex.
Yeah, could well do. I
He
love
really
that.
could. But
Maradona, fantastic.
I saw the reason.
That's class.
The reason I got Trent is because I saw them got absolutely battered. Quinny, we were actually on a Spaces with Hendo. I can't remember who they were playing. It was in the league. They got battered, didn't do that well. And Hendo was like, yeah, and Trent just put up a 70. I was like, what do you mean he's put up a 70? He hasn't touched the ball.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm pretty sure he just gets points for being there. So, yeah, that's why I know they'll probably get battered. But, yeah, who cares? It's Trent. It's a Trent matrix, you know. People forget that.
The Trent matrix. Quinny, am I up here?
2 seconds, buddy. Sorry.
Okay,
I
no
just
worries.
changed it so it was not a big empty. There we go, Josh. Show screen. There we go. Lovely.
Nice one. So this is like the one lineup I think will do okay this week.
Nice.
So yeah, go and change it at Repro and go and double forward. I hate playing double forward, but
I love double forward.
I don't really have another option. Yeah, I just like if Blint was going to play, I'd definitely play Blint over Bergwijn here because his floor is just so much higher. Like if Bergwijn doesn't score, then like his A is still decent, but he probably scores like a 40 or something, and just chance for tier 0 is like dead. So
yeah.
Whereas if Blint doesn't get a DA, like his floor could still be 60 or 70, which you can still get a T0 with those sorts of scores. So yeah, I would prefer not to play 2 forwards, but you know,
Josh,
it's just
do you think you can win a good prize with Pasvier's 25? He's inevitably going to put up, even though he's playing Rangers.
Nah, he's on for a 60 easy here, you know, because you've sold him and Haber's sold him, so yeah, all my buddies have sold him, so that's fine. Yeah. I'll just hang on and you know this will be fine.
That's when you know it's in. When everyone's selling them, that's when you know it's coming.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this is good. Like this is a decent team. Obviously, it sort of depends what Benfica do, as I alluded to earlier in the show. Like if they just smash, then yeah, this is probably only playing for like a tier 1 at best. But you know, if they concede, then yeah, I'd be reasonably confident this doing quite well. And then my other lineups are just pretty much just throw togethers, to be honest. So All-Star Rare Pro, I've gone like with a. I don't have enough rare like defenders to make this work properly. If like I knew Linz was playing, I'd play him over Carter Vickers, I think.
I think as long as we don't concede free, I think Vickers will still score pretty well.
Yeah, could do. I mean, I'm playing him twice, so he needs to do okay. And then yeah, got like the Zagreb lads in with Rafaelov here. This little underdog rare, sort of depending on if Wijndal starts or Blint starts, could be okay. Like if the Salzburg lads can combine for a goal. I'm expecting Sesko to start. He might be on the bench, but who knows?
Is that an underdog team? Sorry, I can't
yeah, this is underdog rare.
Yeah. That's
so
a
yeah,
nice
you know,
team. I like that.
That could go okay. If Wijndal starts, then you know it could go okay.
Yeah.
And then this Challenger one is again like a bit of a hedge. Like if Blint plays, then this could also go all right. Like Wutrik has Midgetland, Pope has, and I don't really have another striker.
Do you think Goncalves outscores Blint then, or are you not captaining him because you're scared about the rotation?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if I knew Blint was starting, then he'd be.
That's why I mentioned it, because I was like, surely without a starter anyway, you're probably out of the points, so you're not better to captain Blint. This is what I've been thinking. Like I play like the captain hedge. You know, if they're both gonna, I had it on the weekend. Yeah, I had it with Camavinga and Cruz. I was like, I'm not sure which one's going to play. I put them in separate teams and captain them both, and I think like it works really well because the team's dead if they don't play, and if they do play, you'll captain them, and you know you give yourself a boost. And thankfully, they actually both played at the weekend. So yeah, just a thought.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, no, that's definitely a fair point. And then this All Stars just like leftovers. Yeah. Jota's in there, captain. Hopefully he plays.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much all we got.
The Sowick game, when Quinny says if we don't concede free, the way we've got nothing to lose, it can be like a 6-2, 5-2. Like Anne's just going for it, like the way he said he would.
It might be.
So yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but at this point.
Yeah, we can say we scored against Madrid. That would be fun.
Yeah. I do think he is going for the win, but like
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I think I don't think he'll be rotating and playing. I'm just knocking. Harry, do you want to show us your teams or anything, pal? Or
yeah, if I'm able to. This
yeah.
For some reason,
I have hit the stop share. Oh, there we go. It seems to have come through.
It's showing me like a different type of like allow share screen, allow share window, and then
I did the last one.
Share window.
That works for me.
Is anything coming up?
No, I'm not. I'm just waiting for
No.
the tap
weird,
here.
Like it says share screen when I like hover over either one of my screens, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then after that, nothing really seems to want to happen.
Yep, bye, Harry.
Oh no,
It's just vanished. Harry's closed something by accident.
there he goes.
Someone's put some bad news in the chat. I'm
I've
not
seen
sure
it.
if I want to share it.
Oh no.
Tony's off the
Don't
board
tell
here.
me it's over.
Tony's-
Oh, what? He's gone up to 77.5. Surely he's on the podium.
Have a look. Watto Sorare results.
Because it went down to 75, and I was like, yeah.
It's tough in that underdog division on a weekend.
It is. Dog eat dog, you might say.
Definitely. Yeah, looks like he's been pipped here. Is Mikey Johnson? He's finished, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's just finished.
Yeah, 3-2
Yeah.
it finished. 77
That's
points.
right. We hope for the Opta review.
I was
You're
gonna
right.
say, need some Opta magic.
Yeah.
And yeah, my boys finished pretty well. I think I'm walking out with some cards, man, in the end as well.
Harry says he was banished.
I've not banished him. Dream not found. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm on 3 cards now somehow.
Oh, Quinny, you're just
Oh,
hauling.
no way, by the way. Wait till you see this. Wait till you
Uh-oh.
see this. No way. Like, so one of my horror stories from this game week was my Specialist Limited, right? I had Max Arnold on 100 on Saturday. It was absolutely buzzing. And then the forwards was Hebert and Magno, right? Now, for anyone who didn't see the game last night, NYC, I live streamed it with Nashi and Chris, MLS Card Guy. Hebert scored 25 points. Woohoo! Right? Magno DNP'd, wasn't even on the bench. And I have still managed, thanks to what a score, David Soraya. Penalty save, clean sheet, 98 points he's rocked in with tonight.
Wow.
My defender is L15 under 40. He did 40, so he's kind of done his bit. But DNP Magno, 27 Hebert.
What was up with that Magno, sorry?
He just got injured in the last game, didn't make it.
Rough.
Rough is right, mate. So close.
Yeah. So you've got a DMP, a 25 pointer, and still got a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a goalkeeper on 98.
That's absolutely awful. I reckon if we combined our teams, we would have been easily first place.
I wonder what my
I
super
can-
Soraya is, because I had him somewhere.
I could have gave you Mikey Johnson and Messi.
I've got
You
Mikey.
could have given me-
I've got 2 Mikey Johnsons. I've just played them in stupid teams that didn't do anything. Well, there's one here. Wait, see, 2 DNP or no, a DNP Max and then a goalkeeper on 5. And then
Yeah. So if you gave me Max, we'll take your Iglesias. Yeah, we would have walked that division, I reckon.
probably.
You've got Sorare in All-Star Super, Quinny, with a load of 40 chasers.
What's that?
You've got Sorare in All-Star Super Air, the Super Air one.
Oh, I seen it. Yeah. I just found it. I was like, kind of, that was the last pieces that I put together, and that was the thing that really baffled me. See, when I was watching the Celtic game on Sunday, is I remember making this team last, and I played Couto because I thought he was the only defender I had left. I remember thinking that when I played him, and I thought I hope he starts against Real Madrid because sometimes he's on the bench.
Could've played Taylor.
And then, yeah, when the Celtic game kicked off, and I was like, right, well, where did I put Taylor? And then I started looking around. And I was just like, what the fuck? So, again, anyway, like, there could have been a few places he ended up in the end, but anyway.
Oh, well. Live to fight another day, mate.
Coming out with some cards. But we've lost Harry, guys. It's been a great stream. I thoroughly enjoyed having you on. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me. And I've been told by Sorare Josh that Yangel Herrera and that team hit the crossbar. So it's been pain and misery for me all game week, guys. It really has.
Yeah.
So let's hope it's onwards and upwards from here. I'm just going to move you into the middle, Alex, for a second. But yeah, thanks very much for joining me, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Good luck this game week.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers
Thanks
for having
for
us
having
on.
me
It was a good laugh,
Yeah.
and learned a lot.
And don't forget, everyone who's watched this live or after we've been live, Harry, Alex, Josh, all their channels and everything. Somebody's saying wrong Nemeka. I did have the right Nemeka somewhere this game week. But their channels are all in the description of the video. Make sure you go jump over there, sub and follow, like and retweet and all that good stuff. Good luck this game week. Stay out of trouble, and I'm going to find the intro song. You guys, it's just like the intro bit. But as soon as I find that, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.